Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here in our downtown Lansing studios, and we're going to run crosstown to the headquarters of the Michigan Manufacturers Association and their president CEO, John Walsh. John, it's so good for you to take time to be with me because I know you guys have so many initiatives there that are taking up your time. But if we could, let's come with the obvious question first, the elephant in the room. How are manufacturers dealing with COVID-19, and are they feeling they're coming out of that?
Yeah, Chris, thanks for having me on the show. And I'll tell you, we're feeling confident. We've had a good year. COVID has not been easy. I don't want to dismiss that. But manufacturing is in the business of risk mitigation. The things that we make, the process by which we do it, imposes some degree of risk, and we're good at mitigating that risk. And that's why manufacturing was able to get back to work, and we've been on site working well and safely since May of last year. So we're very pleased about that. But there's no doubt it's been a challenge. There were extra costs. The supply chain is still a mess worldwide. Demand is strong, but it looks a little wobbly later in the year. And then finally, I'm sorry, go ahead, Chris.
No, go ahead, finish.
The last thing I was going to say is we're struggling for workers to get them back on the line.
You know, it's interesting. I was just going to launch into that because I've been seeing so many statistics about how devastating the job drop is and the unemployment rate, et cetera. And, you know, I want to caution people that COVID-19 has been very strategic in who it's affected and who it hasn't affected. Manufacturers through this whole thing, unless I'm mistaken, John, have had still a problem getting people.
We still do. There's no question. We had a problem before COVID. We were trying to do a variety of initiatives to help draw people to manufacturing, gain their interest. When the closure occurred last March, it was for 8 weeks. It reduced our overall employment in Michigan from 628,000 employees down to about today, roughly 565,000. I'm telling you in no uncertain terms, there's at least 20,000 positions that could be filled in manufacturing in Michigan right now.
You know, it's interesting because we're at a point right now where I say we're all basically robbing from each other because there's a little arithmetic here too. We don't have enough people coming into the workforce to replace the ones who are leaving the workforce.
There's no doubt. That was a problem, as I said, right before COVID. The biggest challenge right now is we have employees that have been impacted by COVID because of childcare issues. Their children are not back in school. So whether it's a single parent household or a 2-parent household, they're having to make very difficult choices. So they have to take a look at who stays home. Productivity in manufacturing is on the floor. It's not an office environment. I mean, there are office workers, but we can't get our production workers back primarily because of childcare.
Well, let me posture this by saying, as you know, I'm a non-political guy. Nobody's ever been able to guess my party because I don't have one, right? You know, you want to be able to get in every door, but advocacy is a big part of what you guys do. And you're working very hard at that, I understand right now.
Yeah, we really are. We have always had a fine advocacy team. It was the reason we were founded over 100 years ago. Things that we're pushing on right now include more money for training for individuals to move up the ladder that are already on the shop floor or in the manufacturing facility, but also to attract people to have the skills ready to go to fill those jobs that are open. So we've been successful there. We're watching national and federal tax and regulatory policy. There are changes on the way that will impact how and where we do our business. So we are every day on the job. I have 3 full-time lobbyists. And sometimes I still pretend to be a lobbyist when I'm not running the shop. So we have a good force working on those things.
You just don't have to wear the button anymore, right?
That's right. Exactly. That's right.
Very good. So the feeling, though, in your membership, are they feeling good about the future?
Yeah, the confidence today is very good, but it's cautious.
Yeah.
For the first time in 2 years, in national surveys by the National Association, manufacturers indicate a concern, not first and foremost about labor. That's always been a problem for 2 years. The cost of raw goods and fuel is skyrocketing, and that's going to have a big impact on the ability to further this recovery.
And, I know you guys do a lot. You're pretty proactive, but part of that is working with different associations over this employment issue, like Michigan Works Association and all the Michigan Works situations, Leo, people like that. Are you happy with the progress you're making in those regards?
Yeah, I really am, Chris. I was pretty much the newbie to the association group a year ago, but we have since been working very closely with our other association directors and Leo, and I'm very pleased with the level of communication and cooperation.
Well, keep up the good work, partner. John Walsh, who is the president and CEO of the Michigan Manufacturers Association. We're here for you, bud, if you need anything.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, we're going to be right back on the Michigan Business Beat. I'm Chris Holman on the Michigan Business Network.